What does a little number matter so much to who I really am? Why is the social security number so important to who you are? You'll never really imagine the importance of the social security number until you hear this. The social security number is important to you in numerous ways. It's a proof of who you really are, it's your identity, and it's used to track your financial immigration information. Everyone in the United States has a social security number. It's who we are. It's always been really interesting to me how they come up with your specific number. It's based on where you were born. It's 9 numbers long, and it's starting 3 numbers, then 2 numbers in the middle, and ending with 4. It's based off what state you were born. During the duration of my speech, I will discuss with you why you should never tell anyone your social security number, why it's really important to who you really are, and how it originally originated. First, my mom always told me never talk about money, politics, and religion. And they should throw in never to discuss your social security number either. Why you should never give out your social security number. People should never get a hold of that because they can do anything with that number. They can call up a bank and say, I want to take out a loan of $10,000. Well, they'll have your date of birth, they'll have your social security number, and they'll have who you really are, your identity. It's not something you want to discuss with anybody. There has been over 2.6 million identity thefts from the time that the social security number originated. That's an astonishing amount. When did the social security number first become a thing? Some may guess 20 years, some may guess 50 years. The sole purpose of the social security number was to track people's immigration information and to track working earnings throughout the year. It's been since 1936 is when it originally originated. That's over 80 years ago. Yes, 1936, according to SSA, Social Security Administration. It had given out nearly 450 million Social Security numbers to every legal resident in the United States. The primary use of the Social Security number was that the cards are issued. The most common type contains the card holder's name and number. Such cards are issued to the United States citizens and U.S. permanent residents. There are also 2 restricted types of Social Security cards. One reads not valid for employment and is proof for work authorization and are not acceptable for List C document on the I-9 form. The other reads valid for work only with DHS authorization. These cards are used for people who are temporarily in the United States for work. They can satisfy the I-9 requirements if they are accompanied by a work authorization card. The 2 topics I have stated above are hugely important, but is it important to who you really are? It is your identity as a person. It's who you are, encased in those 9 little numbers. It's information about your entire life. Scary enough, if someone got those numbers, you would have your identity stolen. It would be a very bad situation. Would you ever want someone to have your date of birth, where you were born, but more importantly, take out loans of cars, wire money from your bank account? Criminals have ways of doing things, and if they ever got a hold of your social security number, they would be set. When the first batch of the social security number records came in from the Postal Service, the agency's head of accounting operations pulled the top card off the pile and declared it to be the official first social security number. It happened to be the card number 055090001. Who it belonged to was Mr. Sweeney. By the way, some of you may be wondering how I could be giving out real people's names and real social security numbers in this paragraph. First, the people I've mentioned along have passed away. Second, SSA has flagged those social security numbers so that if anyone ever tried using them, they would be investigated immediately. You should try to recognize your social security number and to never carry it around. Don't keep it in your wallet, keep it stored away somewhere safe. Credit card applications usually request social security numbers. Your number is used primarily to verify your identity in situations where you have the same or similar name to other people. Most credit card issuers will insist on having your social security number. You might not be able to find credit card issuers who provide you credit information without knowing your social security number, especially if you are persistent and can provide other forms of identification. As you learned why you should never tell anyone your social security number because you have your identity stolen. You were informed on how it came about and how it was originally made to track workers' wages. and it made you realize how important it really is to you and how it can, if someone got a hold of it, how it could ruin your life. As I hope all of you have learned a little bit about the history and importance of the Social Security number, what I want you to come and take from this is that the only numbers you should be given out and received is your phone numbers. That's a lot safer than giving out your Social Security number.